All right, gang. We're gonna start with some marching hip ups today. So, marching hip ups, we're gonna be on our back, knees bent, feet on the floor, and we're gonna hold our hips in the up position, and we're gonna march. We're gonna go 30 seconds. Um, I want you to imagine that you're balancing a cup of water on your hips. So the idea is not to let your hips move. So we're in the up position. We're gonna go 30 seconds. We're just lifting one leg up, little pause, other leg up, little pause. Three, two, one, go. So keep the hips up and then a little pause at the top. A little pause at the top. Try to keep your pelvis as level as possible. We're rolling 30 seconds. 10 seconds, gang. 5 seconds. Rest. Resty rest. All right, let me get you guys to come up on all fours. So we're in a quadruped position. We're going to do our T-spine rotation. So I'm going to reach my right hand between my left knee and my left arm. If you want to, you can let your shoulder drop to the floor. And then we're going to rotate up to the ceiling. Exhale, reach. We're going to do, what's up, Pete? We're going to go 30 seconds. So we're going to alternate. So I'm just going to reach through left arm and then reach up to the ceiling, reach through right arm, and then reach up to the ceiling. We're going 30 seconds, alternating. 3, 2, 1, go. So give me a left reach through. Exhale as you reach towards the ceiling, and then you're giving me a right. So we're just going to alternate. We got 10 seconds. Rest, gang. All right, let me get you guys to come down onto your bellies. So we're going to go belly down. We are going to prop ourselves up on our forearms. Okay, I want your forearms on the floor. You're on your elbows. You can lift your chest away from the floor as much as you want as long as your belly button stays down. So belly button has to stay down. All right. We're going to do 2 reaches. We're going to reach up and forward. So this one, we're going to do both sides. And then we're going to rotate and reach up to the ceiling. Okay. So you're just going to go left, right, in front, and then left, right, rotate overhead. This is 40 seconds. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1, go. So reach up, and then we're going to kind of rotate and reach the sky. I want your eyeballs following your fingertips. Think about exhaling as you reach. Again, we got about 10 seconds. Rest. All right, back up on all fours. We're doing some um, single leg down dog, short lever. So I'm going to take my left foot. I'm going to cross my left foot. Actually, I'm going to go right foot. I'm going to go right foot over top of left foot. I'm going to drive my hips up in the air, and I'm trying to drive my heel to the floor, and then back down. Okay, so I want you to think hips up, and then I'm trying to pull my heel to the floor. Okay, this we're going to do 20 seconds each. 20 seconds each side. 3, 2, 1, go. So we're just on one leg because we're going to switch into the opposite side. 5 more seconds. All right, gang, opposite side. Give me the opposite side. 3, 2, 1, go. Rest. All right, gang, let me get you to take a knee. So I'm going to go left knee down. I'm going to go right leg in front. Just going to do some basic hip flexor mobilizations. So my chest comes down, and I'm going to rock forward over top of my right foot. You can go as far as you want. Whatever feels comfortable. You're doing eight each side. Want your chest down. You can think about trying to tuck your pelvis. And we're just rocking forward and backwards, staying in that down chest position. 8 each side, please. Once you guys get 8 each side, let me get you stand up. For our lateral lunges today, we're going to do an anterior reach with a posterior reach. So what that looks like is I'm going to take a step out. I'm going to drive my hips back. I'm going to reach my hands forward. And then I'm going to go feet together. And I'm going to reach up and back. I want mostly up, a little bit of back. All right. Then I go opposite side. Big step out, push my hips back, reach hands forward, and then feet together, up and a little bit backwards. So I'm trying to push my hips forward as I reach my hands backwards. This is going to be 40 seconds. We're alternating. So we're doing both sides. 3, 2, 1, go. So big step out, and then reach hands forward. And then when feet go together, hands are up and over top of the head. When the hands go up over top of the head, I want you to exhale. I want you to think about letting your hips come forward. Your hips are going to counterbalance your hands. We got 20 seconds. Ten more seconds, gang. 5. All right, rest. Resty rest. Gang, give me some self-love. 2 minutes. Toe touches. Toe touchies. Touch your toes. Feet together. Exhale. Let your head drop. Chin drop. Chest. Push your hips underneath of you to stand back up. Give me 4 to 6. When you stand up, I want you to push your hips underneath you. I don't want you to think just lift your head up. I want hips underneath you like an accordion or a jack. Once you get 4 to 6, we're doing deep squats. So you're going to squat down as low as you feel comfortable. You can go up and down 4 to 6 times. Most important thing I want for the squats is ultimately your head and chest are up. That's the biggest thing. I want you to think like you're a catcher. All right. You need to be able to see the ball being thrown at you. I like to rock side to side. You can just go up and down 4 to 6 of those. Then we're going to do 4 to 6 of our armies. Our armies over top our heads. Elbows locked, bicep close to torso. On your back, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. And just keeping the biceps close to your body with your elbows locked. Get those arms over top of your head. We're going to hit quadruped waves. I'm going to push into the floor. I'm going to round, arch. And about 20 seconds, gang. Throw some wrist love in there if you've already gotten all that stuff done. Wrist love, palm down, fingertips away, rocking forward and backward. And then we go palms up. And we go palms up. Fingertips towards us, rocking forward and backward. And then we go palms down, fingertips towards us, rocking forward and backward. All right, gang, that's our self-love. You officially loved yourself today. Okay, let's do some stuff. So, need a band. You need a band that is approximately like a red or a black one, about the size of your thumb, about the width of your thumb. Need a band. Pete, I'm gonna give this to you. And you will also need 2 dumbbells for overhead presses. So you actually need one more 15. You probably do 15s for your presses. All right, gang, so here's what we got. We got 10 to 15 pull aparts. We're going to do 10 to 15 presses. And then we're going to jump around a little bit, 15 to 20 times. Okay, so your pull aparts, you're going to grab a band. You're going to choke all the way out in the band. If you've done this before, then you can choke in a little bit. All right, arms are straight. And then I'm thinking about pulling my shoulder blades back together to open up the band. Okay, so my arms are straight and I'm thinking pull shoulder blades back together. So you're going to do 10 to 15 of those. You're going to grab some dumbbells or some kettlebells or whatever. You're going to do 10 to 15 presses over top of your head. Then you're going to do some baby hops 10 to 15 times, or bigger jumps 10 to 15, or just some calf raises if you don't feel like jumping today. Okay. So 10 to 15 of everything. We're going 3 minutes. As many rounds as you can get done in 3 minutes. 3, 2, 1, go. So 10 to 15 pull aparts. Once you're thinking about squeezing your shoulder blades back together, and you do that, then you're going to do 10 to 15 presses, both arms. Yep. For your presses, both arms together, 10 to 15 of those. After you get 10 to 15 presses, you're going to jump around. You're going to jump around 15 times. You do any kind of jump you want to do. You jump on a trampoline, I love it. I love it. Look at that. 10 to 15 jumps, and then you're back to your pull apart. You are back to your pull aparts. We're going to do 2 minutes instead of 3 minutes. I think if we did 3 minutes, we'd get like 4 rounds done. So we're doing 2. We got 1 more minute. You guys are all actually started. Yeah, everybody give me 1 more round. We'll just do that. Did you all start at the same time? Good job, gang. Good job. You got to torch the shoulders right off the bat. All right, gang. Everybody's got their jumpy jumpies done. Great job. So we got full body hollow. So it's gonna be a full body hollow. You can do bent knees or straight legs. Jamie and I like to go to Planet Fitness and work out. They got some machines that we like. And this week, I have seen at least 5 people do this exercise wrong in the gym, and we have to bite our tongues. We don't go up to them, coach them, but it's it's really hard. So the most important thing with this exercise is that your lower back is pressed into the floor. Okay, that is the most important thing. So no arch in your lower back. I want a round. I want your lower back pressed into the floor. That's number one. Number two, you're gonna lift your shoulder blades up off the floor. You're gonna reach towards the ceiling so your shoulder blades are up off the floor. Number three, you're gonna go knees and feet together. Okay, if that's easy, you can straighten your legs, but you must keep your lower back on the floor. Okay, so you must be in that rounded back position. All right, we're gonna superset that with more delt because summer's coming. So this is a lean in single arm delt raise. So I go hand against the wall. I grab a dumbbell. So I'm leaning against the wall and I lift up. Okay. So lean in, single arm, side delt raise. We are going to go, oh boy, 30 seconds. So we're going to go 30 seconds full body hollow. We're going to go 30 seconds lean inside delt raise, 30 seconds lean inside delt raise. We're going 2 rounds to 3 minutes. Full body hollow first. 30 seconds, long time. 3, 2, 1, go. We're going 30 seconds. Try not to hold your breath. Closer knees are to shoulders, easier this exercise is. Farther feet from shoulders, harder this exercise is. A little bit like Yoda coming out there. 5 seconds. Hard this exercise is. Rest. All right, grab a dumbbell. Find a place in your teepee you can lean against. You need to be leaning against the wall enough to where if somebody were to take the wall away from you, you fall. We're going to go time. We're going 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. You can lift that dumbbell up as high as you want, as high as you feel comfortable. The side delt works the entire way up. Do what feels comfortable. 15 seconds. We are halfway done. Then we're going to switch to the other side. Rest, gang. Switch sides. 3, 2, 1, go. Gang, good weight for side for lean in. So lean in is a little bit harder than standing because you're starting with the muscle already loaded with the lean in. Halfway. So good weight, going to be anything between 5 to 12. I think I told Spencer to use 15. I think that might have been a little too heavy. Rest. All right, we're going back to our full body hollow. Back to our full body hollow. We're going 30 seconds. Might be breathing a little bit hard. Try not to hold your breath. Make sure you focus on the exhale. 3, 2, 1, go. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you can straighten your legs. 10 more seconds. The closer your feet are to the floor, the harder it is. Remember, though, I need you pressing that lower back into the floor. Rest, gang, rest. Back to your side delt raises. The other way that you could do this is if let's say 30 seconds is too long with the weight that you have, you can do like 8 to 12 on the right side and then 8 to 12 on the left side and then just keep going 8 to 12. But if not, we're doing 30 seconds each side. 3, 2, 1, go. Please let me know if you're having any pain. In this exercise, we pain in the shoulders or the elbows. Please let me know. Halfway. Gang, switch sides. Switch sides. 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Ten seconds. Rest, gang. Resty, resty, rest, resty, rest, rest. All right. First strength circuit. Sarah, do you have a foam roller? No foam roller. What do you got there?
I have like a 10-pound throw bag that's somewhat circular.
Can you show me your gym? Can you give me a pan of your gym?
All right, let's try to find them.
Do you have a stability ball? That'll work.
Okay.
Okay, you got the pen name. I'm taking it.
I have like a
That'll
Bosu.
a Bosu. That'll work. We're gonna try that thing. Whatever that thing is, we're gonna try it.
Okay.
All right. So what we got? We got hamstring curls. We're gonna start with hamstring curls. Okay. First exercise, first lower body exercise. So if you want to try it, which I encourage you to try a single leg. Okay, so two different ways that we can do this on the foam roller. Both legs on it. So my heels are on it. I'm going to lift my hips up. I'm going to pull my heels to my butt. The other way is single leg. So I lift up much harder. Okay. If you're doing double leg, you're going to do up to 30. If you're doing single leg, like 5. Okay. 5 to 10 is pretty hard. We're going to superset that with incline press, and we're doing our 1.5 reps. Okay. So, incline bench. If you don't have an incline bench, I'll show you how to do it. So, incline bench, we're doing 1.5 reps. We're starting at the bottom. We're going halfway up, down, all the way up. Same thing we did last phase. Okay. If you do not have a bench, you can do this on a chair. You're going to scoot all the way back, and you can do your incline presses like this. If you don't have a chair, we can start a GoFundMe. We'll get you a chair. You could do on the foam roller, okay? Or anything that you can prop your shoulders up on, kettlebell, whatever the case may be. All right, gang, that's what we're doing. So 5 to 10 if you're doing single leg hamstring curls, up to 30 if you're doing bilateral. And then for your incline press, you are doing 8 to 10, 1.5 reps. Yeah, Sarah, that'll work too. 8 to 10, 1.5 reps for your incline press. We're going 3 sets. Three, two, one, go. Yeah, Sarah, that's it. I want you to think about trying to get your hips up as high as you can when you pull your heels to your butt. Yes. So 1.5 reps, fellas. We're doing a half rep at the bottom. You're doing great. You're doing great, Pete. You give me 15 of those, okay? I'm going to give you a little bit of a neck pillow. Sarah, once you get once you get your hamstrings all fired up there, you're going to 1.5 rep press, which you don't have a bench, do you? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Do you have an incline bench? Inclines? That's fine. Do it flat. So you're just gonna, yeah, you could do it on the ball. Gang, 3 sets, please. Yes. So you're gonna do 15 of those. Three sets, gang. I'm gonna give you guys another 4 minutes. Actually, we're gonna do another 3 minutes. Everybody's looking good. Gang, please make sure you let me know any pain. Let's see, Spence, that's your third set. Pete's starting. Yeah. So 2 minutes. 2 minutes, gang. Ish. 2 minutes ish. 30 seconds, gang. Finish whatever it is you are doing. That is time. Well, almost time. All right, that is time. Resty rest. Finish what you're doing. Wrap it up. Let's see here. Okay, okay. You fellas, I'm gonna have you guys 15. Um, I'm looking for another red. Sneaky, sneaky. All right, so fellas in house, I'm gonna have you guys do face pulls. So you're gonna grab a hold of 15s. You're gonna step back, face pulls. Okay, Spence, you could use those. Might be go with the 25. So first exercise to me face pulls. Okay. If you have something that you can anchor a band to, you can do them against the wall. If you don't, then you're gonna sit on your butt. You're gonna put your feet inside the band, and I want you to really, really focus on driving your elbows up. Okay. So don't be afraid to go a lot lighter than what you would normally do because I really want elbows up. All right. That's the first exercise. Second exercise, feet elevated or shoulder elevated hip ups into a march. So you're going to find something you can elevate your feet on. You're going to drive your hips up. And then so we're doing two movements. We're going hips up, and then we're doing a march. So very similar to what we did in the beginning. Okay. All right. You are doing for your face pulls, you're doing 10 to 20. Elbows up high. And for your feet or shoulder elevated hip ups, you are doing 10 hip ups. That means you got to make them pretty heavy. And then you're doing up to 20 marches on each side. But listen, you got to make those hip ups hard enough to where your glutes are already a little bit fatigued before you do the marching hip ups. So you guys, give me this. Spence, watch me for a second. So for both of you, I'm going to have you do this. So you're going to go single leg. Okay. You're going to hit 10 hip ups. Then you're going to hold and you're going to touch with the other leg. Yeah. Yeah. So 10 up and down and then hold and then 10 touches. That makes sense? For face pulls? Yeah. Let's try this. Okay. Actually, that might be too heavy. Well, you can try that. And if you're having a hard time making the hip ups hard, do single leg. So pick a leg. You're gonna do like 10 single leg hip ups. And then you're gonna hold that hip in the up position and tap your opposite foot to the bench 10 times or up to 20. Good, Sarah. Three sets, gang. Sarah, point your toes up so you're on your heels. Yeah, like that. For your feet elevated hip ups, you should be at a right angle at your knees and your hips. So we want knees, basically we want femur vertical relative to the floor, where you can think about knee right over top of your hip socket. And it looks like, Spence, that's your third set, right? Pete, that's your second? Okay. There's our third. I'm gonna give you guys about another 90 seconds. You guys are all starting your third. They got their face pulls done. Okay, you got about 45 seconds. Oh, about 25 seconds. Ten seconds. Finish whatever you're doing. There, you will need you could use kettlebells for this. You need something that you can elevate. So you need something that you can elevate your heels on. So we're going to use a hurdle. So just kind of like that. Okay. You could use a kettlebell handle. You want to use two kettlebells though. So have one for each heel if you want to use kettlebells.
I have some wedges.
Wedges are perfect. All right. Here's the deal. Summer's coming. The Davios already know what it is. What, bicep curls? I'm just going to start doing bicep curls while he's rambling about summer. Look at this. I love it. So we're going to go bicep curls. Okay. There are three general types of bicep curls you can do. Supinated, palms away from you. You can do hammer curls, or you can do pronated curls. So basically reverse curls. Pick one. Okay. In the grand scheme of things, they all work the bicep. They just work in different ways. Generally speaking, supinated curls, usually what people go to, or hammer curls. All right. So any type of bicep curl, you're doing to burn. So pick whatever weight you want and get a really good burn. Then we're going to do our heels elevated squats. We're going to do the same way that we did last phase. So we're going to hold a weight at shoulder. This time it's going to suck because your biceps are on fire. And you're going to go up and down. Okay. Then we're going to drop the weights down. We're going up and down. Then we're going to drop the weights on the floor. And we're going up and down. Here's what I want. I want up to 25 of those. So you can kind of break it up any way you want. You could do like 10 up top, 10 down below, drop the weight 5, any way you want. But you have to do those 3 ways, right? So hold the weight at your chest, hold the weight down at your hips, drop the weight. You got to get a total of 25 reps, and you have to do all 3 of those motions. 3, 2, 1, go. 3 sets. Any type of bicep curl you guys want to do. Get a burn. You have to do at least 5 reps. If you're having a hard time feeling your biceps work, please let me know. If you're having elbow pain, please let me know. It is 2 sets. 2 sets of your squats. Yeah, Sarah. Please let me know any knee pain or back pain, any pain in general. You gotta do a total of 25 in those 3 positions. The idea is weight at your chest is the hardest position. Obviously, no weight is the easiest. Let's see here. Good. Spence, that's your first set, right? Okay. Everybody's on their first set. We're just gonna do a little bitty ab finisher at the end because we hit everything. We got some upper back, got a bunch of delts, got some buys, we got some tries. Gang rest is needed. We do want 3 sets, except of your squats. I only want 2 sets of the squats. We're gonna get 3 sets this phase, but for right now, 2 sets. Like Sarah's wrapping up. Spence is starting his 3rd set of curls. I'm gonna give you guys 1 minute. Uno minuto. Yeah, we got about 20 seconds. Five seconds. Rest. Rest, guys, rest. All right, gang, so we're gonna do a little bit of core, okay? A little bit of core. You guys will need some sticks because you're gonna beat each other with them. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Much love, much love. If you have a stick, grab a stick. When I say it has, I guess I should be a little more specific. Okay, so something like this. If you have this, if not, not a big deal. But if you do have this, great. Okay, we're gonna do What the hell is that thing? Oh, okay, all right. Oh, you do like those horse? You know what? They do I don't know if you guys know this, but they do horse, like imaginary horse, like shows, and like those people can jump crazy, like they can jump. All right, anyway. So here's what we got. We're gonna do something similar to a full body hollow. Okay, this is a little bit of a circus trick, but this is an actual core exercise. But I can't do it, and I feel like when people can do it because they can do something I can't is a trick. Okay, so basically the idea is you take the stick and you're supposed to be able to bring the stick all the way around your feet. Okay, and then so basically it goes like this, except you go like around your feet, and then it ends up here. Okay, and then you bring it back around your feet, which I'm not gonna do. The other way you do this is it looks like this. You start in this position and you clap underneath of your legs, which is much easier, but still pretty freaking hard. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try and do that thing for 20 seconds. Okay, then we're gonna flip over onto our bellies. We're gonna do a Superman. So we're just like this for 20 seconds, and then we're gonna go back over, and we're gonna flop around a little bit and try and get that stick over our legs, or clap for 20 seconds. Yeah, we're gonna do that 3 times. Oh my gosh, Sarah, I hope your daughter's still not there. Hopefully. Okay, good. All right, okay. So we're gonna do that 3 times. So 3, 2, 1. Good luck. Go. So you're trying to get the stick underneath the legs. If at some point you give up, oh, you go, Keith. If it, okay, Keith learned the trick. If you at some point give up, then you're gonna clap underneath your thighs, basically. All right, rest. Roll over onto your belly. All right, 20 seconds. Superman's 3, 2, 1, go. You can go feet and arms up, or feet and hands off the floor. You could do hands off the floor or feet off the floor. I do want you squeezing your glute for this. Once you're thinking about squeezing your glutes to help lift your legs up. Breath. All right, back over onto your back, please. If you can do this, this is where you go to a bar and you throw down some bets, and there'll be like one person out of maybe 50 that'll be able to do this. All right, 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. I will say it's a little bit easier barefoot, which is why that's why I think Keith can do it, because he's barefoot. Just talking a little trash there. Good job, gang. 5 seconds. Rest. Superman, please. Superman, please. 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Bonus points if you make sounds like you're flying. Woo, I don't know what sounds like you're flying is. Like whoosh. Maybe like, I don't know. Watch out for the birds. Watch out for the birds. Wow, wow, wow. 3 more seconds. Rest. All right, last set. Man, my abs are sore just watching you guys do this shit. Last set. 20 seconds. 40 seconds of work. Woo! 3, 2, 1, go. Keith, I need you to see. I need you to do this with like a pair of Val's heels on, and then I will. Then I'll believe that it has nothing to do with the shoes. 5 seconds. Rest. All right, last Superman. Last Superman, you're flying home. Just won a bunch of money at the bar. Did you know that little trick? 3, 2, 1, go. Flying home. Make sure you're squeezing your glutes to lift your legs up. You feel this a little bit in your lower back. Not a lot. But it should be kind of lower back, glutes, upper back. We got 5 seconds. Watch out for the birds. Big plane. Rest. Ooh! 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 Oh boy. Good job, gang. Virtual high fives. My home cruise. Good job, Sarah. Good job, Alan Keith. You guys have a fantastic weekend.
Thanks, you too.
You too.
You too.
I will see you guys next week.
Okay.
See you soon.